am your host, Faith NY, and I am here at the Indianapolis Downtown Hyatt with Pink Forever when they present their inaugural Simply Pink fashion show. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it because it's going to be okay to talk about it. And we're back, and I am clicked up with the founder, Nadia Miller of Pink Forever. How are you doing today, Nadia?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So can you tell our viewers a little bit about the event today, the fundraising event, Simply Pink?
Well, the event today it's not just a fashion show. It is a show to raise funds and awareness for an emergency assistance fund that Pink Forever has to help individuals in active treatment for breast cancer offset expenses like utilities, rent, and it's something as simple as gas money.
And then this event is particularly important to you, and can you tell our viewers why?
I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 28, so this is very near and dear to my heart. I'm very passionate about the cause, but also to help someone else.
Okay, well, thank you for spending time with us today, and we'll be back for more of Simply Pink Fashion Show. And I am clicked up with Brian Hendricks, one of the designers here at the Simply Pink Fashion Show. So Brian, tell our viewers a little bit about your line.
The first collection is going to be Real Men Rock Pink, and it's inspired by Andre 3000 and Farnsworth Bentley. I like the urbanness, but the prim and proper look that guys usually rock in the 60s.
Real Men Rock Pink, and he has a little blue in there. I like that tie.
I don't like for guys to be over accessorized in pink, but I think a little bit goes a long ways. So he has pink also in his tie, and you know, the pink and white pinstripe. I mean, the pink and blue pinstripe is just, you know, too much for me. So.
Okay, and tell us about your line with her.
Actually, this is a men and women's wear line. It's called Black Pairs. They're actually coupled. The women are going to be high fashion, almost to the point whereas it's like a midnight, and that's why she's accessorized with the black and gold, with the gold grommets and, you know, leopard skin. So.
I love those glasses. Can I get them? Okay, so if our viewers want to get contact more about your line and see some more of your clothing, how may they do that?
You can also contact me with Aesthetic Design and Style. I'm contracted with them, and also Mode Mag. I'm a fashion editor. So.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing you on the walkway.
Thank you.
I'm your host, Faith, and we'll be right back. am back, and I am clicked up with fashion designer Sophia. So, Sophia, tell us about your product line.
Okay. My clothing line is Fiafi line. Started in 2003. It's just something futuristic, sassy, classy. Just something new for the public, for the new young, the new modern, everyday, going out, having fun, partying. Just kick back sometimes too. So, I have a little bit of all of that in my line.
Actually, you're wearing one of your pieces now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what inspired you to tie?
Because one day when I was in school at Clark Atlanta University, I didn't have nothing to wear. And all I had was this big old t-shirt. And I just cut it up and made it into a dress, and I wore it outside, and I got a lot of compliments, so I just kept doing it.
And you also do earrings? You tie up earrings? How do you do that?
Yeah, I make earrings too. I just get creative, and just whatever my mind comes up with, I just put it down. Not on paper, but I just make it happen.
And if our viewers want to buy something from your line, how can they get in contact with you?
They can either call me, look me up on Facebook, or you can get my clothes at Rockstars Boutique right on 71st and Keystone.
And what's the number they can reach you at?
317-658-2385.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. And I am clicked up with designer Sharon Evans here at the fashion show. And how are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. So we have two nice models here. So can you tell us a little bit about what they're wearing?
Okay, this is Denasia, and she has on a nice little pleated wrap skirt, or rather dress. It's a wrap and pleated. And this is Katrina. She has our Hollywood look gown and satin. So that's my look primarily this evening is Hollywood, old Hollywood glamour.
And how long have you been designing?
Oh, it's been many years. I just finally have been able to actively pursue it now, but it's been a very long time.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys ripping the runway. Are you ready?
Yes.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be right back. And I am clicked up with Teresa Stewart, a poet, and she is going to be inspirational today at the fashion show. Can you give us a line, Teresa?
What kind of line would you like?
Just whatever comes to your mind.
Just that no matter where you are in your life and no matter what your trials and your tribulations are, that even in this wicked world, that everything is just for a short time. And if you just hold on, that if you're going through something, it only means that you're coming out of it.
Wow, well, thank you a lot. And based on what Teresa said, it's okay to talk about it. We'll be right back. Shira with the Indianapolis Fever. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So can you tell me about your role in this event today with Pink Forever?
My role today in the fashion show is to open up the show and welcome all the guests and maybe even walk really quick before I have to leave for my game later tonight.
And you are the ambassador, one of the ambassadors?
Yes, ma'am. I'm the ambassador for Pink Forever organization, and just our mission is to get the message out about breast cancer in Black communities and the Hispanic communities in the area.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you on the runway and also on the court.
Thank you very much.
I'm your host, Faith M. Wong. We'll be right back. Faith NY, and I am clicked up with LaShawn Poland, 2011 Journey Award recipient. Hello, LaShawn. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about the award that you're going to receive today?
Yes, it is a Journey Award, which is given to someone who has been through breast cancer, particularly a survivor, but someone who has just been through the journey, and not only been through the journey, but strong enough to continue to, use the downfall as an inspiration to others, and to, get out in the community, do what I can do to make a difference, try to give people more awareness. I was diagnosed at a very young age, so my goal is to reach out to people in my age group to let them know that it's serious, it can happen to you, you need to be aware, just like everybody else.
So today is a fashion show, and I'm sure you're excited about it. So who are you wanting to see today?
Well, I'm actually in the show as well. I'm in the show as well, but honestly, my favorite line is Sophia. I think her designs are wonderful, and the walk is amazing. I'm waiting to see Sophia's design.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you a lot for telling us about your journey with breast cancer.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm your host, Faith, and we'll be right back. Thank you so much for joining me today and Pink Forever at their first annual Simply Pink Fashion Show. I'm your host, Faith NY, with ICIndieMag.com, where we're just one click away.